Hello everyone, my name is Loco and welcome to some more StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today I'm playing another live game for you and this is going to be a Zerg versus Terran versus a guy named Johan on Bridgehead Alley. This is the most badass way I've ever said Johan. Not that I say that word very often, but either way. This is going to be a Zerg versus Terran, and in this Zerg versus Terran I'm not gonna play aggressive, okay? I know over the last couple of days I've been uploading a lot of aggressive Ravager openers in Zerg vs Zerg. Or in Zerg vs Terran and Zerg vs Protoss. However, I have not really done very many macro games as of late, so that's what we're gonna be focusing on today. We're gonna try and see if we can make this a macro game. Obviously, this is Legacy of the Void, so there's very many tricks that both Terran and Zerg can execute right now, which make it a little difficult every now and then to play macro, but we'll see what we can make out of this. So what I'm planning on right here is just a very standard normal game, and apparently what I'm planning on as well is getting a late hatchery. Because I was busy talking and not making hatchery. So 19 hatchery right here. That's pretty late. Generally speaking, you want to get it a little earlier. But this should all be good. And I'm going to be getting a gas geyser as a follow-up and then a spawning pool. So this game, I am going to go for the early zerging speed and we'll see how things go from there. Now, as of late, I've been playing a lot of Roach, Hydra, Ravager, Lurker into Viper, Brute Lord late game. And it's actually been working out really, really well. I've been having a good win rate in Zerg vs Terran versus both mech, which is what we used to be very, very common. But as of late, you also see a lot of Terran players going for bio once again. Now, obviously, we'll need to figure out what he is going for. And if he's gonna heavily commit into bio, we may be better off playing Mutiling Bane into Ultra instead, which is also something that I have been practicing a little bit. On this map in particular, actually, now I think about it, it's actually pretty difficult to clean up drops and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see. It all depends on what my opponent really goes for. But for now, I'm gonna go for Roach Hydra as the beginning of the game, and we'll see how things go from there. It's gonna be starting up my one queen right there. Natural will be finishing up very soon. Already got the next overlord done. Obviously, hatcheries now also provide a lot of supply, so I can count on that. Gonna be starting up the zerging speed, and I'll leave drones in gas at least for now. We need to figure out what's going on. Is that a second barracks or is that a super? No, that is a second barracks. Okay. So this guy may have very well seen the video that I uploaded, because the basic counter to the Ravager play that I've been seeing a lot is actually not so much siege tank drops or whatever, although that is pretty reasonable as well, but just straight up bio seems to deal with it. Like quick marauder openers and whatnot, which used to be very common back in the day, are actually very, very good against it. So we'll see, we'll see. I'm just gonna go for melee upgrades now, and probably skip out the Roach Warren altogether, although it may still be worth it. Yeah, I don't want to lose this overlord though, so that should be alive still. Don't die. Alright, I was gonna say. And we're gonna have to poke in and see if he already has another natural. Well, he's gonna have a natural for sure, but if he actually is already having it up and running and whatnot. If he doesn't have it, that would be an issue. Okay, so he's actually not getting the mule there yet, which makes me a little hesitant right here. May opt to go for a bit of a faster baning nest because of it. He's only just now adding on a... Is that reactor only just now being added on? No. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get +1/+1, but I'm also gonna be getting a robo or a baling nest right now, just in case. He's likely gonna go for a Stimpack timing. Stimpack timing, I actually figured out a couple days ago, hits right around 5 minutes is when that upgrade finishes up, and generally they tend to be at your front door at 5:30, so we'll see if that is the case as well. Obviously, I'm very much so still learning this game. I mean, nobody really has figured it out very well yet. But these are the sort of timings that have changed a lot in Legacy of the Void. And I'm gonna start making units in a little bit. I did make a couple right there that I'm gonna use for scouting, and I do want to go for a third base right now, just to force him to move out. Because honestly, you know, if he doesn't see a third, he's not really having to move out at all. And we're gonna be running across the map right now with these things. Making one more round of workers. Starting up the lair as well. And I'm gonna start overlords right now. And I think from here on out we're gonna make non-stop army. Well, we'll make one more worker. There we go. Okay, we're gonna start non-stop army right now. I don't know exactly what he's going for though. Okay, fine. I'll make a couple more workers. I'll make a couple more workers just because I can. And because I want to have these things saturated. Okay, there we go. I made like 5 more. So it's all about figuring out how many workers you can get away with early on, and I think this is the very max. So 5 minutes is when I expect him to start moving, which would be right around right now. Oh my god, Loco, you're nailing it. Although I may have still overdroned. I think we're fine. +1/+1 is not going to be done yet, though. It's going to be done in about a half minute from now. Which I think we can buy time for. Keep in mind, I got a lot of queens here as well. And banelings. A lot of banelings. +1/+1 will make this way easier. Yeah, I think it's going to be done in time. We just need to buy time, really. Okay, we're going to move this guy over there. Going to be starting up the spire. Okay. +1/+1 will be finishing up in a couple seconds. We need to wait for that. That makes it way easier. Like, that makes this fight way easier for us. Okay, that's +1 armor. And here we go. Here we go. Normally, you don't want to engage this off creep, but I think it's fine now. Okay. Start pooping creep on that base and start droning up. Okay, very good, very good. So that was a good counter right there, actually, to the Stimpack timing push. So we started making units right around 5 minutes, and while we lost a bunch of workers, or we lost a bunch of army and whatnot, we didn't lose any workers, which is the main thing that we're looking for. Gonna start a +2/+2. And it's all about figuring out what he wants to go from here. But this was good, okay? Even if I end up losing this game, I'm very happy with the result. Because this is progress. I have been losing to this build, and this is a good first step, I suppose. What we're gonna do is actually look around a little bit, try and figure out what he's really going for, and we're gonna start spreading more and more creep. Still making drones here as well. Very soon I'll also have Mutalisk to go with this army, which means that any kind of medevacs are gonna be taken care of. Okay. Gonna go for the Overlord speed upgrade here as well. And it looks like my opponent is adding on more and more units right now. So it looks like we can actually add on another worker here. Cool, so we got all the saturation we need. Gonna start spreading creeps. Creep spread actually became a lot faster as of late. So it's way easier right now to get it going. We're gonna move out right when 2-2 finishes. I think that's gonna be our timing. So I'm gonna add some more creep tumors and whatnot and just keep spreading creep. That's gonna be one of the primary focuses, and obviously having units out on the map to scout when he's moving. Okay, here we go. More mutas. And I do want to start up this other base. Not really having any creep spread over in this area of the map, really. Do you think he's gonna move? I don't think he's moving right now. Oh, he is, actually. Okay. Okay. We're gonna need some more Banes. +2/+2 won't be done for this fight, though, so I don't know if I overdroned here. Well, it could be done. He's got some medevacs with this as well for siege tank props. I think we got enough. Okay, go back. No need to fight here. I mean, if you're fighting here, we're basically saying, okay, we're gonna fight off creep and make this significantly harder for no apparent reason. Also, 2-2 is just about to finish, so there's really no good reason for me to fight off creep here. Okay, fort base will be finishing up. There we go, and I'm gonna start my transition towards the hive. I think I saw a medevac right there at the top lane, although I'm not 100% convinced. I have some reasonable... Okay, no, it wasn't a medevac. Okay, going. Gonna follow this up with a lot more units. And we'll morph in some Banes here while we're at it. Okay, nuking down that siege tanks first, that target firing down the medevacs. Those are the ones that are capturing him towards the late game. If I can kill the medevacs, that's huge. Gonna go up to the hive right now. Getting that one going. And just wolfing in more and more units right now. Okay. Zerglings, meanwhile, are going to town in the mineral line. And we're adding on more and more Zerglings and Banelings right now. Obviously, I don't want to give up my army, but ravaging a base is definitely worth giving up a few mutas for. Okay, rallying more and more across the map right now. We got the fort base. Got a couple workers there. Gonna start up the gases. No need reason to use the mutas here though. Okay, this is good, this is good. Gotta nuke down the siege tank once again. And the medeffects. Okay, let's see if he has that base. I don't think he does. Nope. Killing down the medevac or the command center right there as well. Hive is about to finish up, so we're just gonna keep on pushing here. I don't need to run up this ramp, but I think I got plenty right now to deal with it. Yeah, so just morphing in mostly Zerglings right now. And he says GG. So very nice little macro game right there. We ended up playing Mutaling Bane, even though I wasn't really planning on it. But hopefully this game taught you at least a little bit about how you can be approaching Zerg in Legacy of the Void. Now that things changed up quite a bit, you may have noticed that I was stacking up to a Hive much faster than you would usually do so in Legacy or in Heart of the Swarm. The reason for that is simply to get the Ultralisk out. Ultralisk and Adrenal Glands, like those two upgrades are insane. So if you get to late game, definitely do get those units going because they're very, very powerful. But countering this aggression that he was going for, obviously, with the Stimpack timing without Medevacs was pretty damn useful. And it turns out 5 minutes unit, or 5 minutes start to unit production, works out very, very well against it. So hopefully you learned something from this video, and I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I will see you in the next one.